Hello everybody, this is Alex the Dinosaur Emperor here with another dinosaur review. Now today I'm going to be doing a review of the new eofuana atlasaurus. Now atlasaurus, which name means atlas lizard, is a genus of neosauropod or Tyrannosaurid, one of the two, from the mid-Jurassic of Morocco in the High Atlas Mountains. It is known from one nearly complete skeleton of it. And it was the length of 49 feet. Now, what makes this species interesting, because it is a bizarre species, is its body proportions. If you look at it, okay, it probably has the body of a brachiosaurus. Its forelimbs, hind limbs, and tail are all relatively long, even for a brachiosaurus. But its neck is like half the length, which I find very, even when I first saw this when I was little, like in a documentary, it looked very, like when I first heard of Atlasaurus, it just looked very strange, like that this is in the same family as Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus or Argentinosaurus. But it shows actually a true diversity of how diverse sauropods really are, and being one of the first sauropods alongside Barapasaurus, Cetiosaurus, and Volcanodon and Rhedosaurus. Now, when I first heard eofuana was making a atlasaurus, I was really excited because it was a very interesting. Because I always hoped someone would make atlasaurus just because of its bizarreness, and I'm actually glad that it was eofuana to do that. And I gotta say, it looked really amazing. How I got this figure, though, I'm not sponsored by eofuana. It is not out yet on Everything Dinosaur or anything. The Dinotherium is, which I've ordered. I'll be doing a review of that hopefully soon. The Atlasaurus I ordered off of a buyer on AliExpress. It's a website you order figures off of, like from China. I've gotten most of my PNSO figures and Nadmu figures off there. And again, like I asked the guy see if he had any in hand. Like if he actually had it in hand photos. I actually was amazed, so I bought one. And it arrived yesterday, as you saw in the unboxing video. And it looks absolutely stunning in the in hand. Like, I cannot even say how much detail eofuana put into this figure. Because sauropod figures, when it comes to like detail, it's not really that good. We have a few are good, but this is very interesting. If you can see here up close, you can see all these little wrinkles and folds of like an elephant, but they each have individual scales, which I think is really neat to show like how like loose skin membrane is like for sauropods. It actually looks like if this thing is walking and in mid-stride. The color scheme, I actually love this color scheme. I don't know why. I just love these sauropods that have these black, like, certain heads, and then we have a bit of yellow on the top of the head, and right at the base of the neck, or right at the top of the head, or the back of the neck. And it's a relatively big figure, so I'm going to warn you, when you do get this figure, it is massive. Like, it's not as long as the Giga, which I will show a size comparison in a little bit, but it is height. It is high and massive, like both in size and height. It's only like 30 centimeters. I love that they did this pose of it just walking. It's kind of an original pose they do for sauropods, and from like certain angles you think, okay, it's just looking forward, but it actually looks like it's leaning to the left, which I really appreciate. Detail. We got some ostroderms on the back here. There is a bit of striping, if you can see, very fadely striping, which I find neat. I got the name under there. Tail. It did come with a card and tag as well, which is very neat. And I have to say, like, it's nice to see more obscure sauropods getting big figures rather than just the same old Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Amargasaurus, and so on. It's nice to show that this was a relatively big sauropod, even by their standards. And the size comparison, I'll show it with a few figures. Here's the 2019 Camarasaurus. As you can see, it just towers it. Another sauropod here, also from the continent of Africa. Malawisaurus. It's just mind-boggling how big and majestic this creature is. And also the close cousin, which has been identified, well, they thought it was Brachiosaurus. Even this figure, the Brachiosaurus, which is a big figure, it's still just amazing how big they made this. And this is a 1/40th scale figure. So if they ever, like, this is a big sauropod, so if they plan on doing more giant sauropods, I can only begin to imagine the size of them, if they're going to do like giant titanosaurs or brachiosaurids. Now I'm going to show you them alongside the other existing eofauna figures, the Giganotosaurus. As you can see here, it's quite longer than the Atlasaurus, but it's not as high. The Paleoxyodon from eofauna. And again, if I could fit one more here, come on, move with their Atlasaurus. And then the eofauna steppe mammoth. And I have to say, like, eofauna has yet to let me down when it comes to a figure. Like, all of them have been just absolutely flawless, and I can't wait to get my hands on their Dinotherium when mine eventually arrives. Yeah, so this has been my review of the eofauna Atlasaurus, and I will do a review of the Dinotherium. And if you want to see my own individual reviews of like the Paleoxyodon and the Giga, I can do those if you want, just to make sure. And so I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.